Yeah, we are heroes tonight. All right, we're going to wait just a few minutes. Not a few minutes. We're going to wait a few seconds to see who will join us on this live broadcast tonight. I'm broadcasting out of Stockton, California, Facebook, LinkedIn. We are now entering the no gambling zone. Get ready to optimize your subconscious. Recalibrate your spirit. Bring inner peace to your heart. Let's get ready for change. Let's do this. Welcome to Solution and the Answer. I am Santos Rolon Jr., your host for, 30 to 45 minutes. As I mentioned, mind optimization, spirit recalibration. We're going to take it easy on this broadcast tonight, but we're going to have some fun here for a little bit. We are going to have some fun. Is it possible to transfer energy? Is it possible to transfer energy live? Stay with me. Stay with me on this broadcast. I'm going to do something very magical for somebody. We're going to move by faith. I don't know what's going to happen to the other side, but I know what's going to happen to me. So I'm encouraging you to hang out with me here for the next 30 to 45 minutes. Make sure that your seatbelt, here's mine. Here's my seatbelt right here. Strap it on, lock the door, close the door, get in, and make sure that all distractions are, please, all distractions put aside. That makes sense. All right, I want to welcome, I don't know who's going to join us over the next 30 minutes. We are live. Kingmaker, good morning, sir. I am Indian. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Hang out with me here. If you have a question that you want to ask, you got something on your mind, there's something going on in your life that you find yourself here on this broadcast. This is Solution and a Answer. And that's my goal. That's my task, to help us find something that's going to help us become better, move ahead, get ready for Monday. Emily, welcome. Jim, welcome. As I mentioned, we're live here, Facebook and LinkedIn. So we're gonna share tonight. Hopefully, those of you that are here, you'll participate with me. You'll ask questions. Who knows? Maybe you'll take some notes. Would it be important for us to take notes? I believe it's important for us to take notes. We're gonna share a little bit on this live. 4 things. Let me see. There's a couple of things we're going to do tonight on this broadcast. We're going to talk about the 4 things that you will learn as you get older. We'll discuss that a little bit. There's just 4 kind of subtopics. We're going to do something magical with the finger. We're going to do something magical with the finger. So hang out with me. I'm excited about this broadcast. And what else? What else were we going to do here? Oh, we'll figure it out when we get there. We got a proverb. We got a proverb to read here in a minute. You're a great soul, Santos. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, Tyler Benoit. I'm not sure if I got that right. You're a great soul. Thank you. I truly appreciate you for doing that, for saying that. I can't have control. Can't control myself with gamble, and how to overcome from that things. We're going to be talking about that here. We're going to discuss this. So hang out with me. Hang tight. Don't hang loose. Okay? We're going to discuss this. And let's see if we can help Kingmaker tonight on this. Emily, welcome. Yes. Good evening. It's time to find victories. Yes. Yes. I got a proverb to read. Got to get into the proverb here. Very interesting proverb. before I get into the proverb, is there something that I was going to do here? No, I got everything set up. We are broadcasting live. You know, is it possible, community members, is it possible to transfer energy? Is it possible to do it live? You think it's possible for a human being to transfer some of his or her energy live through the screen, through the camera on the other side to help somebody? Do you believe that? If you do, tell me yes, because we're going to experiment here in just a minute. Where are we at? Here's this. I know that. Let me put this back on here. Right here. We're talking about, we're going to talk a little bit about suffering here also. A little bit about suffering. For Christ, right? Just bear with me here for just a moment before we get into the broadcast. This is a ritual that I do. I always read a proverb. For Christ also hath suffered, hath once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust. That's very interesting. The just for the unjust, the innocent for the sinful or the non-innocent. That he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit. Wow. Quickened by the Spirit. Now, we're only going to be here for about 30 to 45 minutes. I definitely want to be quickened in my spirit. Do you want to be quickened in your spirit? You want to feel alive? Do you want to feel energetic? And of course, the ultimate quickening that can take place is between you and the master above. All I can do is just kind of an earthly thing. You know what I mean? We're just earthly beings, right? If we really want that higher ground, that higher altitude, we must somehow, is it possible to make contact with the master above? Or does he have to make contact with you? Is the question. All right. So we're gonna discuss this. It's time to find victories. Yeah. By the way, I am glad that you're here, sir. I've lost $150 in just 1 week. Now I was thinking that I was again win and bet again. What can I do? What can I do? Well, you know, here's one thing that I'm going to recommend. We are going to discuss here. Time is going to go by very quickly, and I would hope that those of you that are here, if you're like me, I don't get it right every day. I make mistakes. I fall down. Sometimes I yell. I get loud. Nevertheless, my goal is to become better. My goal is to become better. So you're here. I'm very grateful that you're here. This is a great community. You can build your faith. There's tools available. There's a couple of books. There's even some coaching if you qualify. I want to share with us, and I want you to interact with me here because I want you to think about these things as I share here. This has to do with gambling. It has to do with life. It has to do with us becoming better people. Are we in agreement tonight on this broadcast? I hope so. 4 things that you will learn as you get older. Kingmaker, I want you to please pay particular attention to this. You can't make friends with fake people. You can't make friends with fake people. Number 2, as you grow older, you're going to sit back and observe, and you're going to notice that there's going to be not everything needs a reaction. Number 2. Number 3, you're going to learn to trust your intuition. You know that thing inside you that sometimes tells you, hey, you're going in the wrong direction. Hey, you shouldn't do that. Hey, that person over there, there's something funny. You ever experienced that? We're going to talk just a little bit about that. And number 4, I don't know if this is a question. This might be a question. The older you get, the less you feel the need to be included or understood or accepted. Now, is that correct? Or do we need to be understood? And would we like to be included or accepted? You know, would you like to be accepted, but by who? Right? Where do we want to be accepted? Right? Where do we want to be understood? Okay, we're going to talk about these 4 things here. So the first thing that I want to address is Kingmaker here. I want to make sure that I give you something tonight, even if you walk away from this broadcast early. I want you to think about gambling as a fake friend. Okay, remember I read earlier, you can't make friends with fake people. Gambling is like a fake friend. It's like a fake person, right? We have a relationship of sorts, and we must remember this. There's no, is there benefit to making friends with fake people? Is there a benefit? What's the benefit? I'm going to share a story with you. You know, what's it like? We already know what's it like. Gambling is like a fake friend. You ever have a fake friend? You ever known a fake friend, somebody that maybe appeared to you with something good, or they just looked, they just seemed like they wanted to really help you. And then after some time and a couple of experiences, you began to see that this person really was not for you, was not really, didn't really care about you, really. You begin to see this. You've experienced this, right? Isn't it amazing how in the beginning, when you meet like these fake people, they can put on a charm, they can really kind of captivate you, or even make it look like they're really helping you. But then you find out, wow, hey, this really isn't my friend at all. As a matter of fact, this so-called friend is trying to take my money. This so-called friend is trying to take my peace. This so-called friend is trying to destroy my relationships. This so-called friend is trying to destroy my business. So what do we do? What can we do? What can we do? We sit back as we get older. Not everything needs a reaction. What does that mean? I want to get some interaction from those of you that are here. You know, I hope and pray. Listen, Kingmaker, why don't you do something with me right now on the screen? You know what? I have energy, right? I have energy. I don't gamble. I don't have a problem with gambling. I don't have a problem with casinos, right? I want to give you some of my energy. Could we do this? Could you believe with me tonight on this live broadcast that something good could happen to you on the screen? If I could pass my energy. Listen, I want you to touch right there. See where that finger is right there on your screen? Can you see it? Right there. Right there. Believe with me. Touch that finger and start receiving a little bit of energy for yourself. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to start planning out what it is that you need to do. You need to go into the laboratory and start figuring out the plan of how you can become free and to move away from this gambling, right? Coming here, listening to these messages, taking notes, and thinking. It's not magic. It's not magic. There's work. Number 3, right? Not everything in life needs a reaction. Sometimes we get into an argument with another human being, or something happens and we get upset and we get triggered and we go in the wrong direction. In particular, I used to go gambling. Whenever things went wrong, whenever I had an argument, a bad day, or didn't something at work, gambling, lottery tickets, or doing other things. Of course, I used to drink a lot too, a lot of alcohol, the bars and stuff. Not everything in life needs a reaction. If we just stop and say, wait a minute, this thing is not good. It's going to send me to the gambling casino if I don't stop and think about it because I'm upset right now. I'm bothered and I just want to get away from everything. I just want to escape, man. Just want to escape, right? Where do we go? We know that escape is dangerous. Not everything in life needs a reaction. And you're going to learn this as you get older, right? As you get older. Does this make sense? Is this helping somebody in the community today? You know what? Keep coming back. Keep coming back because you'll get strong here. If you don't come back, you're going to get weak because this is where the faith is for you. So you have to build this up. You got to build this up right here. Okay? I'm inviting you. Come and get my energy right there. It's right there on the screen, man. Failure hurts. Yes. And, make sure that you connect right here. See the email? Kingmaker. Please listen to me. Follow, get into that email and connect with me so that I can stay in touch with you and see how you're doing with your progress. Will you do that for your family, for your business, for your country? Right there. Right there. We're going to get ready to get into the third and the fourth. Yeah, trouble with family. I don't know who, we got a few. Tyler, you got any questions, my friend? You got any questions, Tyler, regarding what we're talking about on this broadcast? Shout out to LinkedIn. Shout out to Facebook. Somebody's watching. I can't respond. Emily, my friend, community member, do you have a question tonight? Are you ready for Monday? People hate Monday. I'm looking forward to Monday. Why? Because Monday's a new day, new energy, new week, new beginnings. And that can start for us today on this broadcast. 18 minutes. Time is going by very quickly. Believe with me. I've had a lot of help. Okay. I'm not alone. I've had a lot of help. I'm not ashamed to say that I've had a lot of help. Not ashamed to say it. Not at all. Do I still need help every day? Maybe a little bit. But I still work on myself diligently. My friends, listen, this is what we've got. We've got the ability to work on ourselves. We can write messages. We can journal. We can do all of these things that we have, and we can take advantage of the times before it gets too dark, because it seems like it's getting dark for a lot of people. And I fear that a lot of people are moving into a very dark place. I see it. I experience it on a daily basis. A lot of people living in fear, total fear, total fear. It makes my job hard because I'm out there knocking at your door trying to help you, right? I'm getting back to you on the information you requested. You forgot that you requested information? Well, I'm here to remind you. My name is Santos. Anyhow, I believe that somebody here tonight is going to get some of my gambling crushing spiritual energy so that you can go tomorrow or the next day and begin believing in yourself and say, you know what? If Santos can, I've had enough. I've had enough. If Santos can, I can. I can. I can. Believe with me tonight on this broadcast. Believe with me. Get creative. Let's play games. Let's use our imagination. Why not? God has given it to you and I for us to use it. Number 3, intuition. As you grow older, you will become better with your intuition if you learn to practice listening. When was the last time that you were going to go somewhere or you were going to talk to somebody and you felt like something wasn't right? You remember that? But you ignored it. You didn't pay attention to it. And then you found out, oh man, I knew it. I just knew it. I should have just listened to myself. Right? It's true. And we ignore this. Man, I'm feeling uneasy about something here. Something just doesn't feel right. No, I'm going to go walk away. I'm going to go think about this one. Young people have intuition, but they don't think about it. Us older folk, I'm 55, I'm still young. But as you grow older, you must focus and pay attention on your intuition. I had the other day, in fact, I get this all the time because I'm out meeting people out in the world. I'm knocking on doors. I'm meeting with families, right? This is what I do. I help protect families. I help bring cash into the home. Well, not necessarily I don't bring the cash into the home, but I help protect families financially before something happens, a major accident or death, right? Which is separation. Somebody's being separated from the family. They got to have money. They got to have the support. They got to have somebody to help them lift the heavy stuff. You know what I'm talking about? When it comes to somebody passing away in the family, there's a lot of heavy lifting. That's where I come in. I help families before that happens. Makes sense. I sleep good. It's very peaceful. But it's a very, very challenging task because I'm out there meeting new people every day. Well, I had some intuition and I didn't listen to it. Everything backfired. I was on my way to meet with a client. First of all, out of the kindness of my heart, I tried to serve this family. I thought that I was doing what was correct. And then the next day, my intuition began to speak to me like, it's not going to work out. There's something wrong. Okay. I went anyways. What happened? Exactly what I felt in my intuition. It didn't go well. As a matter of fact, I got dismissed. It happens to me frequently. I'm sure this happens to you frequently too, especially if you're a little bit older. You must pay attention to your intuition. We've heard of stories of people that follow their intuition and they end up building something, or they end up surviving and rescuing people and those types of things. We hear this, and yet we don't pay attention and we don't focus on building our intuition, becoming more sensitive to it. Your intuition is a special gift that you have. You must build it. You must build it. You must find ways to build it. You must find ways to practice. You must build your intuition. Flow with your intuition. Learn to flow with it. Don't ignore it. Please don't ignore it, because you have in the past and you know where that's gotten you, right? I'm going to work on this too. Is this going to be something that we're just going to build overnight? No, this is going to be a lifelong journey from today forward. This is going to be a lifelong journey from today forward. If you're with me, if you're part of this community. Eric, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, people are asleep. Stephen, welcome to the broadcast. Let me see. Emily says, I love Mondays. We have to start the week off right by thinking positive vibes. Every day is a blessing. Yes, thank you for reminding me. 24 minutes into the hour here. I hope you guys are getting my energy here that I'm trying to share with you guys, because, man, all I want to do is give. And I know that people take advantage of me. And that's fine as long as I don't see it, because you don't like to be taken advantage of either, right? If you're seeing it. But it's okay if somebody gets a blessing, maybe while you're not looking. That's okay. Let them get it. Anyways, why am I saying this? I guess because we need to be real focused. And I was talking about intuition, but now let me get back to Eric. As long as something health, but all humans are addicts, it's just a choice of addicted to what? Yes, we all have addictions. That is true. Some of us have really bad addictions. Some of us have, right, simple addictions, whatever it might be. But we all have, I agree with that. We all have some sort of addiction or multiple addictions. We all have. Our goal is not to beat ourselves up over those things that we have. We're sinners by nature. Our goal is to overcome the flesh. Our goal is to overcome the idiosyncrasies. Our goal is to overcome the dark spots. And my friends, it sometimes is very frightening to go inside and to look at those dark areas that we have we know are operating in our lives. It is frightening. It's a risk. You don't know what you're going to find inside yourself. Nevertheless, we must keep at it. Nevertheless, we must keep at it. Yeah, well, the best thing to do is work on yourself. Best thing to do is work on yourself. If you can't tell your family, it's best to just stay away from the family for now, at least till you can. And some people might have to face the family and accept the consequences of what they've done. So that's your choice, right? What you tell them or what you don't tell them. But what's really more important right now is how you're going to conduct your life. What are you going to do with your losses? We talked about a friend. You can't make friends with fake people. Gambling is a fake people. The casino is a fake people. The slut machines, you're making love to the slut machines. It's a fake people. Number 4, the 4 things that you will learn as you get older. I love these things because they really just get me thinking. The older that you get, do you want to feel included? Do you want to feel understood or accepted? Is that important for you? Is it important for you to feel accepted? I believe it's important for Kingmaker to feel accepted by his family. It's important. So we shouldn't negate that, right? We shouldn't just push it away. It's not important for me. I don't care what people think. We say that all the time. In fact, I say this all the time sometimes, and I don't think it's completely accurate. I don't care. I don't give a shit what people think of me. I do give what people think of me. Now, will what they think of me affect the way that I live and the way that I talk to myself and my values? No, I won't allow that. I'm strengthening myself in these 4 areas, right? I'm beginning to realize who my real friends are. Number 2, I'm beginning to realize that I don't have to react to every situation in life. Number 3, I'm beginning to learn that my intuition is one of my best friends. Your intuition. Number 4, I'm doing my best to be understood. I'm doing my best to understand you on the other side. How can I help you? How can I help you tonight? How can I help you right now? What is it that you need to ask me right now, right here on this broadcast, that I can help you, not just give you, but help you think with me together, and we can find a solution. Is this important for us? That's what this community is all about, my friend. That's what this community is all about. And I'm a little bit radical. Well, you got to get radical, right? Because if you don't, what's going to happen? You lose your family, you lose your business. When I say radical for change, radical for life hacks, radical for peace, wanting peace, radical to keep more money, right? You want to keep more money. You want to keep more money in your wallet. You want to have more money, right? I remember there was a day where I couldn't have any money in my wallet. I couldn't keep any money in my wallet, because if I had any money in my wallet, where would I be? It would be in the casino. It would be in the casino. Today, I don't have to worry about that. I don't carry hundreds. Sometimes I do. I like to carry. You like to carry hundreds around? It makes you feel good. I know Anthony Robbins talks about him. He says he carried a bundle of hundreds. He said one time he was coming from a seminar and one man asked him for a quarter. Sir? He said, Anthony Robbins is funny. He says, sir, the guy was in the alley. Anthony Robbins was finished with his convention. I think it might have been in LA, and he was walking down Skid Row, he says, years back, if you know who Anthony Robbins is. And he said, Anthony Robbins is a tall man, big man. He said, some guy came out of the alleyway and looked at him and said, sir, can I have a quarter? Can I have a quarter, sir? Can I have a quarter? And Anthony Robbins looked at him. Now, Anthony Robbins just got done with, I don't know how many people, a seminar, faith and shouting and changing lives and transformation and all this stuff, right? So here's this beggar, man, homeless guy, looking at Anthony Robbins, and Anthony Robbins is looking at him, and Anthony reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a wad of bills, hundreds. So he does this in front of this homeless guy so the homeless guy can see the money. And the guy's looking at the Anthony Robbins. He's looking at the billfold. He's looking at the wall. He's looking at the money now. So Anthony Robbins reaches back in his pocket and gives him a quarter. What is the lesson there? That beggarly man probably could have got $100 or more from Anthony Robbins, because Anthony Robbins is a very, very giving man. But instead, he asked for a quarter. So the moral here, okay, you're going to get out of life. You will get out of life what you ask for. If you're asking for a quarter, what could a quarter be? Gambling, right? If you're asking for a quarter, you're gambling, you're doing all of these things. That's exactly what you're going to get. And we know that that's just disruption. It's pain. It's heartache. There's no peace in there, right? You lose your confidence, man, as a human being. You lose your confidence as a human being. You get degraded. And my friends, I was there. I was there too. I know what it's like to not want to wake up. I know what it's like to not want to go to work, because all your money's already gone. You work for 2 weeks, and when you get your paycheck, it's already gone. You owe it. You owe so much money, you're backtracked. And the cycle goes on and on until, you know what? Until you break it. Until it's broken. Until you break it. And then you got to put yourself back together, right? You got like this penny, you got slowly. Of course, this was pretty quick, but you got to put yourself back together, right? So that you can work again. So that you could do something, become productive, right? Take some notes. Maybe this could even become a weapon, right? Anyways, I'm going overboard on that one. All right, my friends, we've come to close to the end here. All right. I tell you, you can't make these things up. I heard that on TikTok. Somebody said you can't make these things up. All right, my friends, we are now getting ready to leave pretty soon the gambling zone, the no gambling zone. We are getting ready to leave the no gambling zone. I hope that you've been able to optimize your subconscious in some way. I hope that you've been able to recalibrate your spirit in some way. I hope that you brought some inner peace into your heart in some way on this broadcast tonight, in this community. Let's do this. Let's get ready for change. Are you with me? Are you with me? All right, my friend. Laura, hey, welcome to the broadcast. We're getting a few. Oscar salutes you. Gambling is a lie. There we go. Jim, thank you for hanging out. When I have done bad things and I intended to do the things again, I remember the bad feelings I had afterwards. It is helpful to steer me away from doing stupid things. Yeah, right here, you know, intuition, right? When we do the wrong thing, we can build our intuition because we learn. Our intuition will tell us, right? And we just, my friends, we must not neglect these four things that we talked about if we're going to succeed and feel better, right? We're feelers. Are you a feeler? Jim, are you a feeler on the other side? Some people, they say, nah, I don't, you know, I try not to live by my feelings, but we are feelers. We feel things, right? We experience things. And that's how we determine what's best for us sometimes. If you eat something that doesn't taste good, you're going to, like, feeling gives you a funny feeling, you're not going to keep eating it. So we're feelers. We got to feel, we got to, and again, I'm glad that you brought this up. I'm tempted to do the same thing again. No, right? We're not going to do the same thing again. No. I like what Jim Rohn says. No. He says, anyhow, I am more emotional. We're all emotional creatures, Jim. That's for sure. And we're all winners without gambling. That is true. All right. I hope that you guys have gotten something out of this broadcast tonight. I truly hope. Shout out to LinkedIn. Shout out to Facebook. It's been a few. We're going to be back here. Will you join me once again Thursday? We're going to be back here at 8 o'clock or so on Thursday coming up. So join with me right here. I'm going to send you some of my energy, my gambling. I want you to touch, put your fingers up, put your hand up with me. I want you to receive something magical. Let's get creative here. Who knows this? Who knows who this might work for, what I'm doing right here? Sending you on the other side some of my energy, some of my gambling, crushing energy, some of my spiritual peace that I wake up just about every morning with peace. Could you use a little bit more? I send some your way. How about the wisdom to be able to be out there negotiating with people, right? You got to go out there and talk and communicate and listen. You got to listen. I remember I used to do this once in a while to my son, and I don't do it anymore, right? I used to, son, you got to listen. It stretches here just a little bit. It'd get red. Son, you got to listen. You got to listen. And that's exactly what we got to do, both ears, right? You got to listen. What happens if you don't listen? Crash. Okay. Here's one for all of you guys that are, we're going to end with this song. I'm not going to sing, so don't run. I'm not going to sing on this. But we're going to, let me see. We're going to do this. Keep pushing on. Let me see. You got to keep pushing on. You got to keep pushing on. Let me see if I can get this here, if I can get it to go. Okay, here we go. D train. Come back. You know, come back to the next broadcast. Oh, man, where is this? Well, I guess it doesn't work. Here it is. All right, people are leaving. Let's see. Uh-oh. All right. Steven, keep on. This video here may not, this live feed may not be kept on YouTube. Shout out once again to LinkedIn, Facebook. Thank you for being with me on this broadcast. Jim, let me see. Jim, Emily, Kinmaker. I hope you send me your email so I can try to help you. K6, Oscar, Steven, Laura. Who else was here? And those that were watching, Eric, Tyler Bennett. There we go. Keep on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on. Keep keeping on. Keep keeping on. You got to keep keeping on. Keep on. Keep keeping on. You got to keep keeping on. I will see you at the top on the inside. If you got a question for me, send it to the email right there. You got something that you want help with, you got a struggle, you got right there. I'll see you at the top on the inside on my next one, community, making it super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of.